We welcome in, courtesy of Bounty Paper Towels today. He's back on the show. Michael Hawley in for Zoe. It's Rob Gronkowski who joins us on Zolak and Bertrand today. Gronk, what's up?
What's up, guys? I just got a question. Where is Zolak right now? Usually he's always on the show. He's always, giving me a big shout out or giving me a hard time and always just being silly. Where is he at? Is he taking today off? No days off, Zolak. Come on, buddy.
So yesterday we had Julian Edelman on, and Edelman said the exact same thing that you just said, and we had to inform him that Zoe was very sick, battling the flu, at home, not well. He's not well. He sounds horrible. It's a bad scene there.
Well, I just want to say, Scott Zolak, we miss you, buddy, and we hope you heal up as fast as possible. And I just wish that you could be here right now. But health is wealth, and heal up, my friend. You'll be back here soon enough.
Yeah, we're hoping that he's back to normal and healthy so we can get to New Orleans on Sunday for all of next week. Gronk, what was your reaction to the Kansas City Chiefs making it to the Super Bowl and how it played out in the AFC title game on Sunday?
I mean, I really wasn't expecting anything less than that. I mean, you got Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid and company. I mean, they're one of the best duos in the game. The situational football awareness is just through the roof. They know how to handle every single situation. Patrick Mahomes knows how to handle every drive and what the offense has to do in order to score points and take the lead. So you didn't expect really anything less. I mean, the game went down to the wire. We were all expecting that. The Buffalo Bills were going to give them the best shot possible, and they sure did. It was just, it's just what it was, and what it was. The Chiefs did what they always do. They get back to the Super Bowl and they win close games. They're good at that.
What does it take to beat them, Gronk? I mean, if you look at it, I know a lot of people around the league are wondering that. Specifically, a lot of people in New England, because I don't know if you're aware, most Patriots fans just don't want to see this continue. They don't want to see a three-peat. They want the championships and Super Bowls to stop yesterday. But what does it take, in your opinion, to beat the Kansas City Chiefs?
It takes a team with a lot of resilience and a lot of willpower of wanting to win. And that's what we had when we were on the New England Patriots and we were facing the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and Coach Andy Reid. I mean, you got to want the game more than they want the game. You got to want to win more than they want to win. And you got to have a bunch of guys on that same page. Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, Tom Brady, Coach Belichick, owner Robert Kraft. We all wanted it more than the other team. Devin McCourty on the defense side of the ball, Dante Hightower. We wanted it so bad, and that's how you go out and beat a team like the Kansas City Chiefs. Because situational football, both teams are going to be well coached. Both teams are going to know what to do, but it's the will to want it at the end of the day. And I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs wanted it more than the Buffalo Bills, and that's why they beat them as well on Sunday, 3 days ago, or whenever it was.
How do you think the Chiefs stack up to what you were able to accomplish in New England?
I think they're, on their way to, stacking up, to us. They're right behind, I would say, if they get this win as a three-peat. That's something that's never been done in history, which is just going to be incredible as well. And then I would say if they go on for another run over the next 5 years as well, AFC championship games, maybe more Super Bowls, you got to put it up there with us. I mean, it's not like I can say that our run was better. It sure is so far because, you have the Patriots from 2003 to, 2010, which was kind of the first era of it. And then you got the second era of it of like Julian Edelman, Devin McCourty, myself, and obviously Tom and Coach Belichick were all a part of it. So if the Chiefs can bring it into 2 decades long, then it definitely stacks up. But they have been doing a tremendous job of, creating their own name and creating their own, their own story as well. And you got to give them credit. I mean, it takes a lot of work and dedication. That's for sure what they've been doing.
Rob Gronkowski is with us. We know that you were excited about Josh McDaniels making a return to the Patriots. You were advocating for that right out of the gate this offseason, saying you got to call this guy, get him on the phone, get him in for the interview. Now he's hired, and he's back in New England. A lot of people sort of have a knock on Josh McDaniels, saying his success as a coach was all because of Tom Brady. Tom Brady ran the offense. So tell us why that's wrong, and tell us what it's like to be a player and to be coached by Josh McDaniels? What's that like day to day under Josh?
I would say they're wrong when they're talking about that situation because he just had Tom Brady. Tom Brady, needed help developing as a football player. Yes, Tom Brady had the will and wanted to be the greatest and was ready to accept coaching. And Josh McDaniels was the perfect coach for that. And you got to have a great coach and you got to have a player willing to want it. And that's what they have in Drake Maye as well. So I think it's a great combination because Josh McDaniels knows how to get the best out of players and he knows how to put the players out on the field in the best situation as well to succeed. And he's an unbelievable play caller as well. And also, if you go back to that saying he had Tom Brady, well, he also had Mac Jones his rookie year, and he made Mac Jones a legitimate Pro Bowler in Mac Jones's rookie year as a New England Patriot. And then once he left, the Mac Jones era kind of started fading away because I would contribute that to Josh McDaniels not being there.
Well, is it hard to play for Josh McDaniels as a player?
I mean, we had Coach Belichick at the helm when I was playing, so it's hard to play for Coach Belichick, which is great. I love the grittiness and the toughness that Coach Belichick installed in me to be the best player that could possibly be. And then obviously it trickles down to the offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators and coaches, so they're hard on you as well. But Josh McDaniels, he's a great coach to play for. He's going to, like I said, you want a coach. You don't care. I don't care if a coach is hard on you or not hard on you. As long as he's coaching you the right way and getting the job done, that's all that matters. So he can be hard. He can be a hard coach, but if he's doing, putting you in the best situations, well, then he's being a great coach, and you better take that hardness and you better not take it personal as well.
Hey, Gronk, I wanted to ask you this question for a while. We were talking about Kansas City earlier, and it's clear to anybody who watches football, the way you played tight end is different than the way Travis Kelce plays tight end. He didn't have to do some of the things that you had to do under Belichick and Josh McDaniels. Did you ever look at Kelce and say, "Wow, if I could just do that, if I don't have any the other responsibilities, what would I be like if all I had to do was be a receiver essentially?" Did you ever have that thought? And if so, what do you think it would have looked like for you?
I've had that thought before, but I just don't think that would work with who I am. I'm a complete tight end. I'm the whole package. I feel like I wanted to be able to block, defenders out there and have the running back run behind me through a gapping hole. And it's also the way that we're built. Travis Kelce is built differently than I am. He's built to be in that type of offense and to be that type of player and to not really be used in the blocking game as much as a guy like myself. I'm built at 6'6", 265 to be a complete package, be in line, blocking D tackles, blocking linebackers, blocking defensive ends. And that was the style of offense I was in as well. And that's the style of football I want to play as well, because I believe the blocking got me open. I feel like I wouldn't have had as much success if I was an offense that was just more spread out and I wasn't lining in line as much, because the play action game is what got me open majority of the time and got me, basically half of my yards as well when Tom just, faked the handoff and just dumped it to me. So it's just the way that we're built overall. He fits the scheme that he's in and I fit the scheme that I was in. So I'm very satisfied with the style that I played, man. And I would never see myself playing a different, style either, ever.
Hey, Edelman yesterday talked about how many crazy things and how much adversity you guys had to sort of overcome during your run, too, which is something maybe the Chiefs haven't had to go through. I'm just wondering, I heard you talk about this a little bit, but how crazy was that 2017 offseason after the Eagles Super Bowl for you?
Oh, that was a little bit wild. That was actually, I was kind of being a and I didn't really answer Coach Belichick's phone calls or anything. I was kind of mad just how the things went down, after the Philadelphia game and all that. And then I got traded without even talking to anyone in the organization. That's how bad, it was going down. But I always wanted to be a New England Patriot, and I did not want to get traded, that year, especially with Julian still there, Tom still there at the quarterback position. And everyone's like, "Oh, you didn't want to go to Detroit." No, I just didn't want to leave New England, I was just being a that's all. And then everything changed. And then I came back and we actually went back to the Super Bowl and won it all. And that's the way to be able to leave with, happiness and a championship when I first retired.
That's when you were riding dirt bikes, going vroom, vroom.
Yeah, I was actually at the Monster Jam at Foxborough, and there was a monster truck named Monster Gronk, which was pretty incredible to have a monster truck named after you. That was one of the coolest things in my life. I mean, as a kid, who didn't love monster trucks? So now I'm a big kid, and I get to see a monster truck named after me. And I'm at that press conference without ever talking to any of the coaches as well, doing vroom, vroom, and just was kind of being a silly Robbie Gronkowski back then, which got me traded. But then I declined the trade because I retired right on the spot because I wanted to be a New England Patriot still.
Well, it didn't get you traded. See, look at that. They tried,
Look at that. All
they
worked
tried to
out.
trade you, and it was unsuccessful. Good for you. You win. You finished on top.
Thank you, man.
Gronk,
Thank you very much. I'm proud of that win as well.
Gronk, thanks for the time. Thanks to Bounty Paper Towels. If you're getting ready for the Super Bowl for your party, make sure you're stocking up on those Bounty Paper Towels to, use them as I use them for everything. Use them for a napkin. You use them to clean up a mess. You got kids, you're going to need them. So get those for the Super Bowl right around the corner. Gronk, hope to see you next week in New Orleans.
Thank you, man. And you can't have football without wings, and you can't have wings without Bounty, man. So pleasure always being on the show with you guys. You guys take care and see you at the Super Bowl.
All right, Rob Gronkowski joining us here on Zolak and Bertrand.
Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.